Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Temporary Fix. I'm your host, Sakovia.
And I'm Gina.
So tonight we're gonna talk about something very interesting. And um, Gina and I was talking about this, and we kind of got a little riled up about it because there are different ways that we could, that we all can view the situation. Um, so tonight we're gonna talk about should parents spank their kids? Now, we're being very formal. We're saying spank. Okay, so we're being very formal right now. But y'all know how we say it. We be like, should parents whoop that ass? And for me, I say hell yeah. Okay. Number one. So tonight we're just gonna talk about, should parents spank their children? Corporal punishment in the schools, should it go back to the way it used to be, or should it not? We're going to talk about how the children that get spankings versus the children that does not get it, so we're going to talk about different things tonight, and feel free to respond to comment below to let us know what you think about this discussion. People always say that black people, we're known to tear our kids up, which we are, and not being racist or anything, but we also hear that a lot of white people do not, punish their kids like we do, and so forth. So there are different ways you can look at it. Like I said, please comment below. So Gina, what do you think about this whole corporal punishment thing and spanking kids? What do you think about it?
Okay, so we got a bunch of different topics. So what's the first one?
Well, let's talk about first. Should parents spank their children? Period. Let's talk about that first.
Yes. Now, usually I'm like, wait a minute, Sakovia. I'm with you on that.
Right.
All day. Like, no. Like, nope. My son got me messed up. My nieces, nephews, when they come spend the night, my little cousins. This little kid that's acting up with his mama in Walmart in the line, and she don't want to whoop him. He got me messed up. Like, I don't play that disrespect, right. And
yeah,
yeah. I all of that. No, I have nothing against that. No,
I don't either. I have 3 girls, so when you have children, period, children will try. They will try you, yes. Like no matter how mean you are, how sweet you are, kids will
even
try
when they know that they know you will get them, and they don't still will try it.
Cause mine tried me sometimes, and now I do believe that. Okay, I do believe there's a time to talk,
and that's a good point.
There's a time to talk. Okay.
Right.
There are those times where go to your room, no TV for a couple weeks, or
you took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't have to always be anything just physical punishment, but it has to be some type of consequence for the things children do.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. Because whoopings does not always get to the bottom of what's going on or what they did. So sometimes whoopings don't always. It may be a child where you can whoop this child every single day, but they continue to keep acting up. But maybe whoopings don't work for that child.
Exactly.
So
they gonna get it, but it might not be working. But anyway.
So I definitely I whoop my kids when needed. I definitely do. I do not play the radio. I'm not going to tolerate a disrespectful child, someone that's trying to tell me what to do or talking back to me or just constantly being hard-headed as hell. So there are times where I do get on that ass and I get on the good. And I don't think that, some people go too far. I'm definitely not going to hurt my children or,
it's abusive. Right. Or they just, scared of you to their point, like, they think they're fearing for their life.
Right.
Even these days, some kids will call 911, Like if you, so.
I knew a young lady when we were kids, and her mother, she had did something. Her mom was finna, get in there. Her mom did not play. Now, I actually seen her mother kind of literally backhand the out of her where her lip was bleeding, So I seen that before. Now, did I know if her mom was seriously beating her? I don't know.
Okay.
But she called 911 one night, and the cops came out, and I don't know if the girl was really telling the truth or was she over exaggerating about how her parents, whoop her. But she was just like, "Hey, my mom beats me, da da da," So it was a big deal. So I don't feel like parents should be punished for punishing their children if they whoop them or whatever. But like I said, there is a line between whooping and just really abusing the child.
That's good to say.
I definitely believe that.
Right. Now, with the next thing you get into as far as corporal punishment in the schools.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, we all know back in our days when we were younger, in the 90s or whatever, you got paddles. You got those 3 little, and those things hurt.
They hurt.
And I ain't gonna lie, just being a girl, I don't know, but it got you together. Like, what? Let me go back to this class to do my work,
Yes.
It got you together, but a lot of people say we need to get that back in the schools and all of that, and praying in the schools or whatever. But like, it was good, and I was with it, even as a child that got spanked, in elementary school. But now, like, these teachers, they take it too far.
Right.
And like, I'm not gonna accept anybody just overdoing it with my child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It takes it to a whole new level. So you know what? I just rather handle it myself. Like, it's just like a pro and a con too. But I'm totally against it because, like, the teachers, you see these viral videos where they're completely just disrespecting children, children of color. And just children, period. And it's like they can't handle them, so they'll just say whatever, just to hurt them or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't really stand for that. I don't need anybody touching my child like that. So
I mean, you definitely make a valid point. I mean, I totally get it. Like you said, when we grew up in school, we got paddles.
Right. And
there was the teacher, then there was someone else there to witness what was going on.
Yes, it was 1, 2, 3, bam. You can get in front of the whole cafeteria while lunch. Like, there's nothing to hide.
Right.
But now, and it even goes beyond, that's a whole different subject, but as far as, sexual harassment and molestation, you see all those type of stories with, with teachers and the students. So, like, I don't need anyone that close to my child like that.
Yeah.
So.
Me personally, I feel that just because we know that kids will try you. There is so much. I mean, there are so many children that's so disrespectful in the schools, so it's not funny.
Yes.
Like, I mean, and it's getting to the point to where the teachers cannot teach because the children is talking. They're doing this, they're doing that, and the other. So it's no type of control in the classrooms. So me personally, I feel that if they do put corporal punishment back in the schools, maybe it would help now. But the teachers have to, do that little paddle and be done with it, not beat them up or, sexual harass them or, or anything like that. And also always have a witness, whenever they do paddle. But I feel like the schools would probably in cameras, exactly. The schools. The kids, the classroom would probably be a little bit more better if there was corporal punishment, because if a child know that you can't do nothing to me, they're gonna do whatever. That's just like, I mean, that's with anything. If you know that you can get away with something and no punishment, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Got a point.
I think it would be a little bit better. My girls, they come home, they be like, "Oh, mama, such did this and such did that in the classroom," and like, there go the teacher had to waste an hour of teaching just because that she had to deal with that child.
Yeah.
And then to do what? Go call the mama, and then the mama get on to it, and then the child still come back to school do the same thing. So I think that if everyone is on the same page and be consistent with tearing their ass up, so when they need it, and so forth, maybe things will get better. In the classroom, it'll be a little bit more discipline.
Right. You had a point there. So, do you think it ever changed?
I don't think it will. This world has changed. Well, this world has changed so much. Put like that. I mean, things that's going on that I wouldn't even think that'll be going on right now. So I think that they'll put it back in the schools? Probably not. Especially with all this, teachers sleeping with the kids and molesting and all this different stuff that's going on. Probably not. So let's get into what I said, the other thing we're gonna talk about.
I know we talked about punishing or the children.
Okay. So what do you think about the kids that get whoopings versus the kids that does not?
See, that's gonna be really touchy.
So, I mean, okay.
So
So
which side you want to take?
I mean, me personally, I think the kids that get their ass whooped are the best children.
Right, look
They
at
turn out so good. Look at me. Like, I got women. I am good.
I got some breaks beat off of me. I don't even know why I'm here right now. I just want to thank God, you know, because I'm supposed to be here.
I want to thank my mama for whooping me, man, because, you know, but for real.
My
like,
mama, she whooped my ass. I don't even mess with her.
So, real talk. I mean, me personally, I feel like children that get spankings, that, you know, have discipline and order in the home are better in the future when they grow up. That's just my, not saying that they don't do nothing wrong or they don't do the crazy stuff, but versus the kids that don't, I think that the kids that get whoopings are better.
I agree. We're trying to censor. We're trying to step over. We're not trying to pick at white people, but you know, let's go beyond a white child. Let's go to a white, fully grown up.
Right.
Like their manners, their mannerisms, like they just don't give a damn. Like we're taught, like, hey, you gotta respect somebody.
Right.
It's just the way they talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, even way back then, you know, there's talks that y'all have the audacity to beat a slave because they're not doing what you want them to do.
But we're not disciplining.
But you don't want to beat your child. See,
right.
This gonna take me. We don't go there.
So okay, so we're not gonna go that far.
Yeah.
But I do know that, you know, even there are some, you know, African Americans that do not spank their children because they was beat so much when they was younger and they chose not to whoop their kids or something like that. So it just depends on the situation. But me personally, I just feel that if there's order in the house, if there's discipline, if you know your parents don't play, you know, this, that, and the other, I feel like, you know, growing up, you know, you would know that, hey, look, I can't just go through life and do what I want to do and there's no consequences.
Exactly.
Because if I don't tell you behind, if I let you get away with anything, you're going to grow up thinking that you can do whatever you want to do and think that it's all good, and it's not.
Right.
Okay? So, there you have it. Whoop them kids' ass. Whoop them. Okay? Please comment below. Tell us what you think. Do you whip your kids? You know, do you not whip your kids? Let us know what you think.
Do you need me to whoop your kids?
She'll whoop them.
I got them.
She'll whoop them. She'll whoop them, okay?
If it don't look like it hurt, I'll make it hurt. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in with us. Peace.